Love will find a way. Love will find you. Love will find a way. Love will find you. Love will find a way. Love will find you. Love will find a way. Love will find you. Love's gonna find a way. Love will find you. I know you can't hide, 'cause love's gonna find you. I can take you there. I can take you there. I need a piece of love. I need you. And the love you give is the love you receive, baby. I don't know what I'm gonna do. You got me being passionate, baby. I'm thinking about how I want you. I'm thinking about how I want you. I know you tried to run, baby. I know what you're running from, what you're running from. Love will find a way. Love will find you. Love will find a way. Love will find you. Love will find a way. Love will find you. Love will find a way. Love will find you. I know you're my kind, lonely, everything I need, lonely days, lonely nights. I need a piece of love. I need you. Oh, I know you tried to run, baby. I know what you're running from, what you're running from. Oh, it'll find you. Bring it home, 'cause love's gonna find you. It'll find you. Love will find you. Can't run, can't run, can't run. Love will find a way. Love will find you. Love will find a way. Love will find you. Love will find a way. Love will find you. Love will find a way. Love will find you.
Taking you back to 1998. Salmon on Wax label out of New York City. Mr. Kerry Chandler. Love will find a way.
Love will find a way. Love will find you. Love will find a way. Love will find you.
It opens up today's Vocal Booth radio show. How are you, everybody?
Love will
Sending love out to the one or two people with us live on Pressure.
find a way.
A little thin on the ground today with many of the crew at Southport. Hi to anybody who's passing through the YouTube, whether live or at some point in the future. How are you?
Love will find a way. Love will find you.
So regardless of the numbers in the chat room, regardless of the feedback we get, it is my pleasure every Sunday to share 2 hours of music from the archives.
Love will find you. Oh.
It's what I love to do, revisiting forgotten gems, beginning with one from the top row today. Sending a shout out to Pogwash, to Danny, to Emily, to Phil and Kelly. And then Schoolie joins us inside the chats just in time for his shout out. How are we all? I enjoyed Pogwash's show earlier. I also enjoyed Schoolie's show, a recording of his session yesterday. So it's been a great day of music, all said and done. I just took a couple of hours to take in that new series, A Town Called Malice. If you've not seen it yet, don't bother. Oh my days, it's absolutely useless. Almost as bad as Luther. But let's not talk about that. Pugwash said he loved it. Greetings everyone. Let's do this, come on. 2002 release for the Ananda project on Night Grooves. Breaking Down. This is the Blaze Shelter Mix. So Pugwash got me up on his big TV. Very, very eagle-eyed. Noticed I am using some different cloths today. I had a realization last week during the show. I've been singing the praises of the microfiber cloth for some time, and I had a thought last week that maybe the cloths I've been using are starting to get a little bit old, and so they're shedding some of their fibers. So today I am trying a different flex. I'm trying a straight up cotton tea towel to dry them. So let's see if we avoid the fluff on the needle this afternoon. Last week on the show, I did a non-stop 2-hour mix for Soulful House DJs. I'll tell a lie, it was a 90-minute mix. I didn't enjoy it in the slightest. I much prefer just playing the records as they're intended and having a little chat with you guys. So we're back to normal proceedings this week. From the Shelter vocal, let's go to a Louis Vega dub of the Ananda project. Did I say 2002? I think I did. Gotta continue by sending a massive shout out to Dean. Big up yourself, sir. Very commendable. Taking your mum out for dinner today. Respect. Pugwash has already done the Mother's Day congratulations, speeches and all of that kind of thing. Or if you're only just recently joining us on Pressure, happy Mother's Day to all the crew in the UK. Baseline. Father's Day here in Spain. It's been a lovely day. It's been a lovely day.
Kiss me deep. Don't leave with life. All night, all day, I just can't wait. You make me high. Hey baby, where you been this time? You're insatiable, and I just can't hold all my love inside.
Gotta love it. I just took a quick attempt at Shazamming this record. Came up as the Spice Girls Masters at Work remixes. Fail! Shazam giving away all the secrets. Louis just clearly teething the Masters at Work drums. Throwing it down on one of his own remixes. to Mr. Dave Lee now on the Junior Boys Own label. Sesamato. You can't fight the feeling. This is the Jazz Ride mix. If you're just joining us, welcome along. 19 minutes into today's Vocal Booth Radio Show. 1997 for this one. The vocal mix was a little too pumping, but I do like the sounds of that jazzy flex. Track 2 on the B-side is called The Jazz Ride. Sesamoto, Can't Fight the Feeling. I don't recognise the look or the sound of this one at all. Something from Booker T for you. thin on the ground, as I did say at the top of the show, inside the Pressure Lounge. But that doesn't stop everyone being as filthy as usual. The usual suspects, of course. I shall not mention them live out loud. But seeing as there's only like 7 people inside the chat room, it's not going to be difficult to work out who the troublemakers are. Welcome along, Mr. Rogers. How are you, John? Lovely conversation yesterday for the Saturday Morning Coffee Club. Sorry that you missed it, Pugs. We hadn't intended on doing it, as you know, and then both Simon and John at the same time said, "Yo, we having the club or what?" Good afternoon, Ralph. Forgive me, did I say hi to you earlier? On that one, Booker T meets El Nino, the year 2000 on Dance Off Records. I've no idea if that was called Fantasize Again or Smile. I guess when I listen back to it, I'll work out from the lyrics. A little bit of Jamiroquai now from 1994. This is Light Years.
You can be light years away from serious temptation. Yeah. See, I thought I'd change it all someday. To turn mankind this way. Hey, if you don't know, you can be light years away from your true destination until I get back good vibration. Hey, I'm never ever gonna get to use that earthly power, earthly power, earthly power. Jump back, stand back, and use that earthly power. Now I got that sunshine in my life. 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 hear about the man who tried to be truly, truly, truly free, truly free. Oh, light years well stand between the laws of principle, and now we think we are invincible. But without true power, 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 it's unthinkable, man. Like tears, 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 like tears. Now I've got that sunshine in my life. Like tears, like tears. Now I've got that sunshine in my life. Like tears, like tears. Now I've got that sunshine in my life. Like tears, like tears. Now I've got that sunshine in my life. Like tears, like tears. Hey, see, I'm gonna like tears. Use that, like tears. Oh, use that other power. Like tears. Yeah, that was light years away. Like tears. Oh, I was light
So looking at the sleeve information on this, it would appear it's a 1996 release
years away.
of a 1994 publication.
Like tears. Have you ever been
Jamiroquai Light Years, the True Power Mix,
from what
remixed by Derek McKenzie, Ricard Berg and Roy the Roach. Another one that I don't remember.
Hey, I'm going up now.
As we say good afternoon. Hi Amy, how are you? Watching from her bedroom. Amy Tate home alone this weekend as mum and dad are over at their very first Southport weekender. I was chuckling to myself. Dave sent me a text message yesterday saying, Andy, I really appreciate the no playing the music in the hotel rooms vocal booth. And I also understand about the mellow music policy during the daytimes. So he's had his eyes opened. I did chuckle to myself. Gotta send a shout out to anyone catching the podcast on their way back from Southport if I've managed to get it out on time, or indeed if you're picking up midweek. I hope you had a great time and I hope you're not feeling like shit. Let's take you now to 1998. The sounds of the Groove Collective, bringing the tempo down ever so slightly, but increasing the vibes. 1998, Hipbone Records, The Groove Collective, a track called Deal With It. This is the Ron Trent and Anthony Nicholson mix. Very, very nice indeed. Just took a big swig of water and reminded myself that today is our, where are we? 11th week without alcohol. Well, it's my 11th week without alcohol anyway. I don't miss it. And yet at the same time, I know it's going to be very nice when I do eventually get around to having that first little tipple. Cheers to you if you're partaking this afternoon. Coincidentally, I was just about to share some information about a change in my daily routine, and Amy asks me, Andy, what time do you usually go for your walks on the beach of a morning? Well, Amy, I used to take Parker for a walk when I finished in the gym, but as of last week, I've switched things up a little bit. I'm going to be doing some fasting of a morning and then walking to the gym at 11 o'clock. Getting a session in, walking home, and then having my lunch. So now my early morning beach walks will be anything from 6:30 till 8 o'clock, more or less. I'm not sure. However the mood takes me, however busy I get sat at this desk at ridiculous o'clock of a morning. But the one or two people who do watch the stream will notice that I've been messing around with some more graphics. Created myself a little platform for my decks to rest on today. I've also been changing the look of the interviews. You'll check those out tomorrow night when we have a Soulful House Mafia back in full effect. Stripped it back, made it a little bit more simpler, and yet at the same time I got a few new tools to mess around with also. Idle hands and all that, idle hands. I've actually been the busiest I've ever been over the last few weeks, and I love it. Keeps me out of mischief. To doing a little workshop next weekend. My first OBS tutorial workshop. Going deep into the program, sharing one or two secrets I've unearthed over the last few months. The first of a few new ventures for 2023, so keep your eyes on my YouTube channel. Okay, so a little bit of information there throughout that records. Let's get back to some vocals. Had to pitch this one down ever so slightly. The New Love Symphony on the Tom Tom Club label out of the UK. You recognise that bass line, right? I know you recognise that. I know you recognise that guitar. Tell me, guys, do tell me. The New Love Symphony, is that the name of the original production that it came out on? I thought it was just George Benson. I thought it was a reworking of a George Benson, but is this the original then? Just a remix of the original? Well, I know it's a remix. Black Masses, as I say, on the Tom Tom Club label. Not ashamed to say I can't work it out in my own head right now.
And what we had is much more, much more, much more. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm in love with you. I'm in love with you, girl.
Okay, so Pugwash is assuring me that it isn't George Benson. Sometimes records get pulled out of key, they get pitched up, and it's difficult to recognise the original. But I'll go with you on that one, Pugs. I'll give your expertise a nod. Okay, so Simon is telling me that LTD did the original, Jeffrey Osborne's group, George Benson's was a cover, and he's got no idea about this one. Okay.
What goes around will come around and back to you.
2002, Transport Records, Arnold Jarvis,
And back to you.
What Goes Around.
We'll come back to come back. What goes around will come back to you. What goes around comes around and around and back to you. Come back to you. Come back, come back, come back, come back, come back, back to you, back to you, back to you. Will come back. It will come back. Will come back to you. What goes around comes around.
Miguel Miggs on the vocal remix for the Arnold Jarvis.
He was a fool to ever leave you sad and lonely. Had you thinking that he was your one and only? I stood in the background with my head to the ground, sharing your feelings of pain because of his deception. Now, baby, I've got a confession that I've got to tell you. The first time I saw you, I wanted you. Your intimidating beauty took me for a whirl. I
Good day, Mona Girl, NYC, how are ya? Welcome along. Thank you for passing through and your comments inside the YouTube chat. How are ya? Curtis Harmon, a track called Call Me. And as I'm listening to this, I'm just thinking to myself, out of the many thousands of records I've got here, I'd say 95% of them are all relatively decent. And then there's a small pocket that snuck through the filter. Not necessarily terrible records, although we have unearthed one or two of those. We can all testify to that. But this record is okay, it's just okay. The Dialogue record label. It's not something I recall playing much of in the past, and I doubt I'll ever play it again. 1 hour and 4 minutes into this week's Vocal Booth Radio Show. Thank you for being here. If you're listening on the outside, if you're still with me on the podcast, or indeed if you're happening upon the YouTube broadcast at some point in the future, go and check out all of the previous recordings. We don't get a great deal of people watching us live, but it's only being broadcast for the benefit of having all of this music archived on my channel. Another something from Mr. Dave Lee now. Nova Frontera on his own Z Records. This is a track called Face the Day.
Hoping they won't
This is one of those records that if it's playing and I'm working, Michelle comes into the studio and she says, "What is this record?" Because she doesn't know what beat to dance to. Sending that out to everyone who enjoys a little bit of the broken. Pugwash is asking me, Andy, did you play those tunes back in the day in the clubs? My answer was, at Marco's on a Sunday, I would play something like that. And I'd also get to play it on a Sunday night for the Sunday lockdown at Nosy Parker's. But I'd never get away with playing that on a mainstream club night in the second city or indeed anywhere in the UK. Not for my sets anyway. Coincidentally, next in the racks, another slice of Sunday evening. This is Underground Solution, the Dub Experience EP, and a track called Release the Pressure. Mr. Danny Foster and T. Harrison, these guys could do no wrong in the mid-90s in my eyes. Bassline. Emily's asking me, what year is this, Andy? Well, playing it off a white label, so I don't have the information to hand, but I would hazard a guess and say this is 96, 97. Maybe the back end of 97. Underground Solution. A track called Release the Pressure. Into the filthy, filthy, filthy sounds of Muta Swing, 1995 goodness. Track called Take Me Baby. Can you hear Michael Watford in the background? Oh Lord. these records for so long, and I'm still finding pieces of vinyl that I haven't played for easily 20 years. This is one of those records that got slipped into an area of the racks and then lost, because I definitely haven't seen this record for a long, long time. On the Wacko Records label, a silver label, Motor Swing, Take Me Baby, 1995. I have a feeling that this belongs to Mr. Paul Groove, as it happens. Paul was living in Spain, and then when he moved back to the UK, he did give me that record box there, and it was full of tunes because he didn't want to take them home with him. So this is possibly one of those records out of that box. I'd hazard a guess, because I don't remember ever purchasing this. And coincidentally, talking about Paul Groove, quite funny story. I meant to share this the other week and I totally forgot. I did a live stream test on my Facebook the other day, and one or two people were helping me to see if the notifications were working. We were checking to see if the comments were coming up on the screen, and it was all working fine. A couple of hours later in the afternoon, Paul Groove rang me on WhatsApp. He's like, "All right, mate." I said, "Hello, how are you?" I haven't spoken to him for ages. "How are you, man? You all right?" Yeah. "Is everything all right? What's wrong?" I said, "Everything's great. Why are you blanking me?" I said, "I'm not blanking you." He said, "Well, you're saying hello to everyone online and they're all talking back to you and you're just completely ignoring me." I said, "That was about 3 hours ago, mate." He was watching the recording thinking I was live, getting himself wound up because I was ignoring him. Oh dear, you gotta love Paul Groove. Okay, let me fade this one down and give you a taste of this. On the Freeze Dance label, early Todd Terry. This is the House of Gypsies. Sam failing miserably on this one. Al Wise on vocal. The TNT vocal mix of a track called Another Worry. The House of Gypsies. Completely forgot all about the misled sample in there. This record has seen better days. This has got to be early 90s, easily 93. Doesn't actually say on the label. Another one that hasn't been played easily for 20 years. I just found an absolute bullet. Hold tight. Henry Street Records, New York City. The sounds of John Nick. You were just listening to the Brooklyn Heights track called The G Spot. That was the Ting mix. The year 2003. As we move into some bootleg goodness. Sounds of Erica. I have no idea on the title of this record. Simon, Pogwash, can you tell me? Okay, so school is telling me this is called Another Side of the Game. I just have a piece of vinyl with a label that says Sometimes written on it.
Now me and baby got this situation. See, brother got this complex occupation. But I ain't saying that this life don't work. Because I tell him right, he thinks I'm wrong.
to say hi to Kay, who's been bouncing in and out of the chat room all afternoon. Not sure if you're listening. Also, we say good afternoon to Martin, joining us from Sweden. How are you, my friend? I'd hazard a guess and say that's 98.99 for that piece of vinyl there. As we go back to 1996 now. Vocalist on this, that gentleman from Curiosity Killed the Cats, Mr. Ben Volpiere. They go under the artist name here of Two Men for Soul, and it's a track called Spread for Love. Alan Russell from Black Vinyl comes under the guise of Splicer's Life on this dub. Irma Records out of Italy.
Give it a try.
Okay, I did a quick Shazam and it would appear that I actually announced the incorrect name of that mix. My apologies. The Splice of Life dub was on the other 12-inch. It's a double pack release. That was Hardcore's You Gotta Have It Deep mix. As I say, 1996, Two Men for Soul, featuring the lead vocalist from Curiosity Killed the Cats. I just looked at the time. I cannot believe there's only 15 minutes of the show left. That's ridiculous. Tasty little dub. No information on this promo. SOM featuring Barbara Mendez, a track called Musica on the Undo Records label, part of Gossip Records. I'd say that sounds like it's out of Brazil. Wouldn't be a difficult guess really, considering it's Barbara Mendez on vocals. Hogwash sharing some wonderful photos from days of old, whether in the UK or over at the vocal booth. Emily is telling me that Micah loves me. That's very nice. I love Micah as well, and I've got a little surprise for him actually. I did see you talk about the event in July. I will be speaking to you about that at some point. Put a smile on Micah's face, no doubt. nice having you to myself today inside the Pressure Lounge, guys. Nice and intimate, right? Without everyone else to come and cause trouble. Southport Weekender, by all accounts, looks like it was a raving success. Let's see how everyone feels on Tuesday morning. Got to all been worth it, right? It's got to have all been worth it. I've been there myself on many occasions. I am not looking forward to the come downs, or I don't miss the come downs, should I say. Pugwash is now sharing photos of their gal inside the Pressure Lounge. Gyalis! Right, I'm going to make this the last one. I have got a double pack piece of vinyl here. A double pack piece of vinyl that isn't even English. Can you imagine what it's going to be like when I start drinking again? Oh, Lord. So yeah, I'll share the vocal of this and then we'll go to a dub and that'll be it for me. I know Steve Reed isn't taking over after me. And I don't business. I'm going to enjoy my Sunday evening. Whiplash and Turner, the original mix. Don't go losing your pride. Pugwash says, thank you, Andy, for the cloths and the memories. I don't know put my mouth on it, but I think I might have cracked the fluff issue, right?
Listen, I got something I want to tell you. Girl, let me tell you, don't let nobody turn you around. Don't you lose it? No, no.
the vocal, into the dub. And that is me for this afternoon, guys. Shouts out to Matt Skins. Greetings. Everybody on the outside picking up the show. All the crew on the podcast that have made it to the end. A lot of love out to you. To the one or two people who come and check out the recording, thank you. And of course, to the nutters inside the Pressure Lounge. I can never tell you how much I love you enough. So I'll say again, with my hand on my heart and a smile on my face, thank you for your energy, your enthusiasm, and your participation on a weekly basis. I am out of here. I love you.